Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is the Big Girl Diary, episode 46. I've been under the weather, and I feel much better now. I'm going to finish out the video that I did about Nakita Blocton. And I've listened to other people's content, which I thought it was pretty good. However, there's an aspect that has not been investigated, looked at, or analyzed. So I'm going to do that in this video coming up. So stay tuned. Oh, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Likes are for free. Nakita Blocton. Judge Nakita Blocton. In the previous video, I was pretty harsh on her. After being sick, I had time to reflect and to look at the situation differently. I'm not taking anything away that she did. Do I think she needs to be in jail? Yeah, I do. I had an opportunity to look at other people's content, and I agree a lot of what they said. But one thing I haven't heard anybody include in their content was her, I believe she was bullied. When people are that harsh on other people, they are taking out their anger and frustration on other people now that they have some semblance of power. I have some power, so I'm going to take my vengeance out on you. Allegedly, you're going to take diet pills and work because you have to, because I employ you. We're equal, so I'm going to call you an Uncle Tom. And please, please, please stop using that term. Read Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe. Lord have mercy, stop misusing that phrase, that name. Use Chicken George. He sold people out. He did people wrong. Uncle Tom was a strong slave and he saved his family. Chicken George sold his family and everybody else out. Now that I said that, I feel better. Exercised the misinformation. Now, now Blocton referred to people as Uncle Toms. Yes, she did. Yes, she referred to other other judges a fat day at the beach, if you get the underlying meaning, and called other employees heifers, not heifers. Heifer. Heifer put stank on it. Come on, Judge Blocton. You gotta do better than that. Heifer. She did a lot of terrible things. But if you look at her pattern of behavior, like going on social media and doing the things that she was doing, that's all, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, not a psychiatrist. I just observe people. And that, in my opinion, that seemed to me to be more of a person that didn't have power or didn't have anything, could not voice her opinion or fight back. And by her having some power now, she could treat people any old kind of way that she wanted to, because that's how she was treated. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking. I very well could be wrong. But it just makes sense after this really seriously thinking about it. Whenever you see people that are oppressed, normally people that are oppressed turns out to be oppressors. Just how things go. Not all people, most people. All right. That's just how I feel about the situation. Oh, she did some dreadful, terrible things, and I feel bad for the people that were in the courtroom. Her getting back at the lawyers, not thinking that she's actually making other people suffer. That's a terrible thing to do. Very terrible, terrible, horrific things to do. She made a complete mess out of not only other people, but she put herself in a worse position. Wherever she came from, she's getting ready to fall right back to, and might wind up a little lower than that. What a shame. I do feel sorry for her, I do. Now that I think back on it, I do feel sorry for her, but me feeling sorry for her doesn't mean that she doesn't pay for the things that she has done. Now, her getting fired, not enough, not nearly enough. She has wreaked havoc on many of people since what? She's been a judge since 2017? So 7 years, or maybe almost 7 years, she's been wreaking havoc on people. When you go up high, as you go up the ladder and you're screwing people over, as you fall, the same people who you screwed over are going to look at you and say, bye. It always happens like that. So bring it back to Nakita Blocton. I think she's misunderstood. I don't think she's a terrible person. I think she's a hurt person. I think she's an angry person. But like most people do, they take their anger out on everyone else except for the people that hurt them. That I don't get. But hey. In conclusion, sometimes we judge people harshly based on their actions and not quite understanding where their actions come from. Not quite understanding the intent of what they're doing because what they do is so outrageous. Nakita Blocton, beyond outrageous. I thought the judge in Wisconsin, yes, I'm going back to Kyle Rittenhouse. Yes, I am. I thought that judge was outrageous. No, Nakita Blocton made him look like Little House on the Prairie. She was completely awful. As a good friend of mine said, whatever hole you dig for someone, make sure you dig a hole for yourself because you're going to be in it. All right. If you like my content, subscribe. Please comment. Most of all, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you so much.